Good day, my friends. Let's learn something new today.
Okay, let's have a look at today's lesson. And it's all about might and may expressing possibility. How we talk about uncertain futures, right? And once again, the lesson has been prepared by Alfred Grobler. Okay, let's dive into it and have a look at what is might. Firstly, it expresses possibility, something that could happen. Secondly, it shows uncertainty. It's not definite or guaranteed to happen or to take place or to get done. Thirdly, might equals may. Same meaning and it's interchangeable. You could use might or may, but sometimes it'll be better to use might. Okay, now let's have a look at forming might or may sentences. Forming might or may sentences. Righto, let's look at it. Firstly, the subject, I, you, he, she, it, they. Secondly, might or may, the modal verb. Thirdly, the base verb without to, right? For instance, it might rain today, or it may rain today. Right, we'll go into it in some more sample sentences and some more exercises. Okay, let's have a look at some example sentences. About the weather, it might rain later. Social events, she may come to the party. And of course, plans, they might decide to stay longer. That is just a couple of example sentences, guys, and I think the lesson will become a lot more clearer once you start doing the exercises. Okay, let's dive into expressing uncertainty. 1. Will / going to, high certainty, right? I will be going to the movies or to school tomorrow. That's a very high certainty. Looking at may, it's a medium possibility. Might, lower possibility, right? So might is a lower possibility than may. Righto, guys, there we've got them all. And I think, it's really worthwhile maybe making a note of these over here. So if you want to look back when you're doing your homework or doing the work that's lying ahead, it'll be easy for you to see which one is which. Okay, let's look at the negative form, huh? Might not or may not. The structure, subject plus might not or may not plus the base verb. About the weather, it might not snow tonight. Plans, they may not attend the meeting. That's the basic form of it, guys. I think we will be continuing with some exercise in the next one, and then you'll see more clearly on how to use and how to do it. Okay, you have got all the basics on how to do it, so let's look at some practice with context. Righto. Dark clouds, you see some dark clouds, so what would you say? Guys, same here. Friend checking schedule, lost keys and travel plans. Like always, pause the video, grab hold of your notebook, do these practice over here in your notebook, and once you are done, we can check it. But like always, I normally give you the first one, and here it is. It might rain. Okay, now you do the other three, and once you are done, continue watching to see if you had it correct.
Hey, you must pause the video.
Okay, I assume that you did pause the video and that you answered it all in your notebook. You can see she's got her file open over here and she had answered all the questions over here in her file, and look how anxious she is to see her answers, to check her answers. Righto, guys, let's continue with that. Firstly, let's check our answers, or your answers. The first one was given to you. Friend checking schedule. To dinner she come may. Okay. She may come to dinner. Lost keys. He might have left them at work. Travel plans. We might not go if it's expensive. Righto, guys, like I always tell you in every video, Check your answers, and if you had them correct, well done. Really, I mean, some of this work it'll be simple to a NES speaker maybe, but I think to somebody that's learning English, it could be quite difficult. So if you've had it all correct, well done, guys. Okay, let's look a little bit more into may. Right? You can use may in the same way. I may equals I might. I may go out this evening equals I might go out this evening. Jane may not come to class equals Jane might not come to school or to the class, right? It's basically the same thing, guys. Secondly, may I? Is it okay to do whatever the case might be, or can I? May I ask a question? Is it okay to ask something? Can I ask you a question? For instance, may I take this pen? Yes, you may. Righto, guys. That is some of the ways that you can use may. Might I take this pen is not completely a good English, but this way I'd rather say, may I take this pen? It is more professional. Okay, and once again, let's go and have a look at some practice. I've used basically the same as what the previous practice was, just a couple of slight changes to use may. Righto, dark clouds, it might rain. May take an umbrella. Oh, okay, fine. Like always, before I forget, pause the video, grab hold of your notebook, your file, or wherever you're doing your work, and let's answer them in your notebook so we can check it. You can always keep it as a reference of what you have done and what you have learned. Righto, guys, well, like I said just now, dark clouds, it might rain. So the question would be, may I take an umbrella? Okay, I've given you the first one. You do the other three. Guys, take your time and figure it out. And if you're not sure, just rewind the video a little bit and look it up. And try and do it as accurate as possibly can.
Hey, you must pause the video.
Okay, I assume that you paused the video. You've answered them all in your notebooks, all finished. I can see she's almost done. Looks like he's also done there already. But yes, I assume you guys have completed it in your workbook or notebook or wherever. Righto, guys, let's go ahead and let's go and check your answers. I'm quite sure you're quite anxious to see how many you had correct. Number 1 was given to you. Number 2, oh, first check your answers, eh? Number 2, may I go to dinner with Jane? May I help you find them, right? He's asking if you can help find the keys that have been lost. Same as here, you're asking if you can go to dinner with Jane. And then, of course, travel plans. May we go if it's not expensive? Righto, guys, there you've got the answers. And like I always tell you, if you had them correct, guys, please go out, treat yourself to something nice. Even if you just go and buy yourself a nice t-shirt, a cup of coffee, a piece of cake, whatever the case might be, but go and treat yourself to something, make it worth your while. Okay, at the end of the lesson, key takeaways that we look at things that made the lesson worthwhile doing. The first one, guys, practice daily. Use in conversations. Really, if you don't practice, there's no point in learning anything, no matter if it's English or what it is. If you're not going to practice what you've been learning, there's no point in learning it. Second thing, express uncertainty. Lower certainty than will, right? Will is almost definite that you'll be doing something, and of course, might and may is lower certainty that you'll be doing something. A simple structure, subject plus might or may plus the base verb. It's very easy, guys, to construct these sentences and the questions if you just look at the structures that was given to you over here.